guys, I'm here today to talk to you about 6 steps for optimizing the optional essay. But before we jump in, let me introduce myself. My name is Liza Weale, and I'm a senior consultant with MBA Mission. MBA Mission, we are admission coaches galore. We really partner with you at every step of the process, from not only the optional essay, but the core essays, the resume, the interview, letters of recommendation, you name it, we've been there. We're really, really proud of our commitment to our clients and enjoy partnering them on their journey to business school. Me personally, I graduated from MIT Sloan with my MBA. I then headed to Bain & Company, where I was a strategy consultant. And it was actually there with the associate consultants who were at that point thinking about business school that I started admissions coaching. And I've been doing it ever since, and it's a really wonderful process working with my clients. So enough about me. Let's talk about that optional essay. So what is it? Well, you can kind of figure out from the name, the optional essay is just that. It's optional. It's not the core essay. It's not the core pieces of the application. You'll have a chance to do all of, answer the core essay questions, give your resume, answer the short answers. That's the comprehensive application. But most schools give you one little opportunity to add something else if you need to. And that's what's referred to as the optional essay. So let's look at what an optional essay question can look like, and I've included 2. And there's some clues in here, but it also shows you the variety of, or a range of what these questions can look like. So here's Columbia's. Is there any further information that you wish to provide the admissions committee? If so, use this space to provide an explanation of any areas of concern in your academic record or your personal history. This does not need to be a formal essay. You may submit bullet points. You have 500 words to do that. Then there is Harvard Business School. Please only add additional information here if you need to clarify any information provided in the other sections of your application. This is not meant to be used as an additional essay. 500 characters, tiny, teensy tiny. That's basically 1, maybe 2 sentences. So the big thing to take away here, and the schools have gotten better about asking and being more direct of the information that they're looking for, they're really looking for what we refer to as red flags, glitches, things in your record, in your resume or your profile, your academic transcript that would kind of raise eyebrows or might be confusing. Could be a bad grade. It could be, maybe you were on academic probation for one reason or another. It could be even something more serious, like maybe you had some sort of misdemeanor in college. Maybe you were fired or let go, or maybe there were layoffs at your job. That's what these questions are designed to get at. We call them red flags. There's those little hiccups in your past, which, let me just assure you, it's not the end of the world if you have those. That's exactly why the schools are giving you the chance to address it. So here are my 6 steps to optimizing the optional essay. First, recognize that the schools will inspect your application. They're trained to do this, okay? They will spot a red flag if you have one. I think often when people feel like they have something that they're not really proud of, or some mistake they made in the past, they're convinced it's going to bring them down, so they don't want to talk about it. And they think, well, maybe the schools won't notice it. They'll notice it, I promise you. So with that in mind, I want you to own your mistakes, okay? Just own them. You want to direct the narrative. You want to make sure they understand rather than they come to some crazy inference or conclusion about what happened. Tell them what happened. Provide the context, but also don't make excuses or get defensive. Just state the facts. Tell them what happened, okay? And present that information in a straightforward way. Step 3, know why you're telling them what you're telling them, okay? Or know why you're telling them what you're telling them. What do I mean by this? Have some reason in your mind of why you're telling them. You want to clear up any confusion. You want them to know that it was a blip, but you've become a more mature person. Perhaps you didn't do well your first 2 years in college. That happens. Okay, so you're telling them this because you want them to understand that was a poor call of judgment on your part, and that you're much more serious now. So know why you're telling them, and if you need to, make an ask. And what I mean by make an ask is, I ask that the admissions committee inspect my performance in my latter 2 years and also my GMAT as evidence that I can succeed in the program, right? We're just asking them to ignore the red flag, because I'm a solid applicant. Step number 4, If you looked at your profile and said there's no red flags, then I want you to look at your application. If there's something confusing or misleading, explain it. What could this be? I don't know, some title change that isn't reflected on your resume. It could be maybe your company was renamed and that's not on your resume. It's these little things that honestly could be just a quick one-liner in an optional essay that just clears up any confusion. Your goal is to make it as easy as possible for someone to get through your application and like you. So if there's areas that might raise somebody's like, what does this mean? Spell it out in the optional essay. Nice and easy. Okay, but if none of that applies, no red flags, there's no confusion, you've got this nice, robust, empty optional essay to use, right? Okay, I want you to resist temptation, okay? Put yourself in the shoes of the reader. If you were reading through like 100 applications over the course of the week, how would you react to someone including an unnecessary optional essay that you had to read, right? You'd be annoyed at them. You'd be frustrated. You'd be like, not another essay, right? They're not asking, this is not a place to go put another essay in this that you use for one school and you just love that essay so much and it would just fit so well in this optional essay area. Don't do it. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Really, think about this as strategic communication. You're giving them a gift by not filling in that optional essay unless you need to, okay? And that leads me to step number 6. Know that most often, the best way to optimize the optional essay is to write nothing at all. Keep it blank. You're giving a gift to that reader. Obviously, if you need to, use it. But be strategic, be smart, use it wisely and only if you need to. Okay? That's it, guys. I hope you found this helpful. I could talk ad nauseum about this and so many other topics. So what I would encourage you to do is sign up for a free consultation with MBA Mission if you haven't. It's 30 minutes to discuss whatever you want to, wherever you might be on your business school path, we're here to help. So I wish you all good luck, and I hope you found this helpful. Thanks.